down on the ground!
On the ground!
Sheriff's office!
Get your hands out of your pocket.
I'm very embarrassed. Okay. But I had a drone, and I actually flew it in the neighbor's yard.
Y'all violated my rights, bro.
My camera's literally inside.
Y'all violated my rights, bro. My kids.
There are probably few worse things than people who prey on helpless children. Annually, thousands, if not more children in the USA are subjected to unwelcome advances from adults who should have known better. The fact remains that there are people like this out there, and our kids need to be protected from them. Fortunately, the police, special units, and concerned citizens help catch predators in the act. In November 2022, investigators from the Racine County Sheriff's Office in Wisconsin, in collaboration with the FBI, launched an online investigation targeting adults who want to meet with kids. An investigator pretending to be a young girl in the anonymous social networking app Whisper was messaged by a 43-year-old man named Chad who was into younger girls but knew it would get him in trouble. When the investigator said, quote, "As long as it doesn't freak you out that I'm 15, Chad responded, "Not at all. I told you. That's really appealing to me." On November 7th, our suspect drove approximately 30 minutes from Burlington, Wisconsin to a prearranged spot in Mount Pleasant, Wisconsin. Little did he realize that an entire team of law enforcement officers was waiting for him.
That's him.
He's here. Show me your hands! Get down on the ground, do it now! Get down on the ground!
On the ground!
Sheriff's office!
Get your hands out of your pocket. Get your hands on your back.
I'm going in.
You guys can come up.
After the suspect's been positively identified, the police pounce and catch the man completely by surprise. Upon conducting a search on him, they find food and also contraception in the man's possession.
You got anything on you? Any kind of weapons?
No. Knives, anything that's gonna poke me, stab me.
You got gloves on? Here, stand up.
We're going to check the vehicle.
Yeah.
Officers make sure that there's no chance the suspect has anything on him that he's not supposed to have. Drugs, of course, come in very small packages, and even something like a toothpick could lead to injury. The items found in his pockets will be placed in the evidence bag.
Nothing?
No.
Yeah.
5-4, one in custody.
Is it in your waistband?
No.
Separate your stance. Yeah, that's it. So you can tongue out at me?
To be sure, the officers even check Chad's mouth. The suspect already knows that he should lift his tongue, which may indicate that he's been in this position before. Certain objects could be hidden there that he could use to inflict harm on the cops or himself.
5120 on one. Did you copy? One in custody.
I did copy, thank you.
Joel, we're good with yours?
Yeah.
I can grab a bag from you.
You got a car keys?
Hey, I'm gonna double lock this real quick. Just face the squad here.
Do you have just a little bag to throw his stuff in quick? Yeah, keys and condom.
Just relax your hands.
What's that?
Thank you. There's nothing in here.
I don't know what she's gonna want separate bags, or we can do that later too.
With the suspect free of any contraband or sharp objects, he can safely be moved to the squad car. Even though officers may be feeling emotionally charged with what the suspect planned, they maintain a level and professional approach with him. Any misstep on their part, and the suspect could get off on a technicality.
Anything else on you that we need to know about? Anything sharp, any weapons or anything like that? Okay. I know he just searched you, but after you're going in my car, so I'm gonna just put that down.
Did you throw his key fob in there?
Yeah, key right here.
So who's gonna what? Who's gonna pee out of it?
We'll have you take a seat right here. Just watch your going in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, take your work one.
Yeah, here, is this? I'll pick this up.
Go ahead, sit. You guys still rolling? You shut off.
Chad was charged with felony use of a computer to aid a child sex offense. In addition, he received a $200 citation for operating while suspended. Finally, his cash bond was set at $25,000, with terms prohibiting him from having any contact with female minors or using any devices connected to the internet. For our next video, let's head over to Cranston, Rhode Island. Officers confront a convicted sex offender accused of deploying a drone to spy on a woman in her bathroom. The accused, named Christopher Jones, already has a prior conviction. Let's see how this plays out.
How you doing?
Yeah, I already spoke to the owner.
They were worried about you for some particular reason, so.
I called the owner. I called the second in charge.
Yeah, they said that you had called. They were more concerned because apparently you never call out. You're always there, and they were just, the way you were saying sorry, they were just very concerned about you for whatever reason. I'm not sure why, but.
I'm actually surprised that you guys are here for this. I was waiting for you guys to come pick me up.
For something that happened earlier?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you talked to anybody about that?
What do you mean?
Like detective-wise or anything?
No.
Do you still have to, are you still registered?
No, I mean, that my prior incident,
That's all?
that's all done. It's
Okay.
almost 25 years
Okay.
ago.
Okay.
All right.
This is a new issue.
Okay.
One of the characteristics of sex offenders is that they sometimes appear very friendly, quite approachable, and they make you feel safe in their presence. It turns out that a few decades ago, our suspect had a prior conviction for a sexual offense. Nowadays, Mr. Jones seems like an upstanding member of society, but the officers take no chances and run this by the book.
I was contacted by the family last night at 10:30.
Okay.
It's basically invasion of privacy.
Okay.
Very ashamed about this. Very embarrassed.
Okay.
But I had a drone, and I actually flew it in the neighbor's yard, and which I thought that was what.
What we're here for right now?
Yes.
Let me tell you what, I'll make a phone call to give you some peace of mind to see if there's anything that's happening with that. All right? Is that the reason that you called out of work? Because you expected us to
Yes.
be around?
I want to eliminate the walk-up thing.
If a previously convicted sex offender gets involved in anything remotely connected to such crime, people definitely don't cut them much slack. Mr. Jones has actually made it worse on himself for admitting he committed invasion of privacy. A legal representative would probably have told him to keep quiet.
All right, Christopher, just come here for a minute. All right. No weapons, nothing on you, right?
No.
Just gonna pat you down quick, okay?
Okay.
Just your wallet? Yeah. All right. You can even keep that on you. Just walk over to my car. You're just being detained right now just because of the statements you made to us, and we're still trying to figure out what's going on, okay?
Okay.
So, like I said, you're just detained. You're not under arrest. So just have a seat in there, okay? You've been nothing but good with us, and we really appreciate that, okay? Just give us a few minutes to figure some things out, all right?
I know I know your jobs are hard, and
Okay. Well, like I said, we really appreciate it. I'm actually going to have you just take your wallet out. I didn't go through it, so. I'll put this window down for you. We're going to figure this out.
Since the accused has come out and made a confession, the officer has a right to detain him. In Rhode Island, a police officer can detain someone they suspect is involved in committing, has committed, or will commit a crime.
Christopher, you doing all right back here? Yeah. All right, we're just waiting for the supervisor to get here, okay?
Okay.
All right. All right, Christopher, step out for me. Let me hand this back to you. All right, so here's what's going on. There is an investigation, okay?
Yeah.
Obviously, you're aware of that. You kind of know what's going on with that.
Right.
We're asking if you would like to get in your own truck, follow us down to the station, speak with the detective that's going to be handling the case. Maybe it's a misunderstanding, maybe it's not. We don't know, it's still being investigated. So, as of right now, there's no charges against you, okay?
Yeah.
So we're not going to take you. If you would like to come down to the station and clear this all up on your own, we would really appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's completely up to you at this point.
It's important to note that the officer's giving him the choice on how to go about this process. Because Jones has admitted to wrongdoing on camera, he can be arrested. But the police don't want to escalate the situation if it's not necessary, since suspects tend to act aggressive during arrests. So the officer first tries to persuade Jones to go on his own free will.
Obviously, you came out and you said some things to us.
Right.
We would like to clear this up. If you would like to come down and speak with the detective that's going to be handling this case and clear the air today, we would appreciate that. Like I said, it's completely up to you.
Yeah. My only fear is that I go down there and I speak to the detective, and not with legal representation, and then I end up staying there. You know.
If you'd like to call an attorney, speak to whoever you need to, and then
To get the suspect to comply, the deputy hints at the fact that he's already made a statement on body cam, and that therefore, he can just as well go to the station. It's probably better for him to have legal representation, since misunderstandings can be cleared up and prevent further charges from being filed.
The owner of my company, I spoke to him this morning.
Okay.
And he has a lawyer that he
Okay.
uses, and he was going to run the situation by him
Okay.
to get his legal advice,
Okay.
and then refer me to someone who specializes in this sort of
What would be a good phone number for you?
myself.
Like I said, we really appreciate you being so cooperative with us.
Well,
And
you know, I mean, like I said before, you guys have a hard job, and you know, not.
that's why, like I said, you have your rights, and we're not going to say you have to come down. We would like to clear this up today.
At this stage, the officer's chatting to the suspect with the clear intention of still attempting to have him go to the police station voluntarily. That would be the choice, because the officers are likely to arrest him anyway.
I appreciate your concern for originally coming down.
Yeah, no, that was the whole thing, is they were very concerned about you.
Yeah,
So.
well, I'll make a call to them and just let them know that I'm okay. And, you know, I mean, the owner and the operations manager, I was more forthcoming with them
Yeah.
on the situation.
Yep.
My second in command, because I'm the warehouse manager,
Yep.
I was a little vague with him.
Yeah.
Just because, you know,
And that's probably the one that called, because they said you didn't seem like yourself when you called. You were saying sorry a lot, which made them think they had no idea what was going on.
well, this was
And apparently
right-
you don't call out of work. So.
I don't. I think the last time I called out of work was when I broke my toe. When a box of tire fell on it. That
Okay.
was, I don't know, 5 years ago.
All right.
But yeah, I would like to help you out the best I can. But I would like to, you know, speak to some legal.
Mr. Jones makes it clear that since he's not been charged with anything, he's not inclined to go to the police station on his own accord. Taking into account the gravity of the possible charge and his admission, the officers have no choice but to arrest him.
Like I said, there is an open investigation, okay?
120.
And the detectives would like to speak with you, but like I said, you don't have to go down there. We would like you to clear it up, but you don't have to right now.
Yeah.
Okay. But we do appreciate the
All right.
cooperation. Okay.
Oh, I appreciate your concern.
All right. Just come outside for me.
You want me to grab my wallet?
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew when you guys hung around that.
I'm gonna take it out of your pocket, okay?
Oh, yeah, okay.
We're gonna do it. I'll cuff you at the car. We're not gonna do it for any neighbors.
All right, thank you.
You've been nothing but good with us. I'm not gonna do that to you.
Well, I was gonna ask you if you could, give me a little courtesy. I know it's not protocol, but
On their way to the vehicle, he attempts to ask the officer something which he admits is not protocol, but the officer seems to interrupt him. The officer states that at the station, the charges will be made clear, and Jones seems to accept that.
One second. I don't want those to tighten up on you. All right, go ahead and have a seat. I'll get you right out of here, back to the station, okay?
What follows is a long ride to the police station where the officer assures the accused that he'll do everything in his power to get him to church as soon as possible on the same day. He also assures Mr. Jones that if he's released on the same day, he'll be allowed to make a phone call to arrange for transport for him. Christopher Jones was charged with one felony count of video voyeurism. That comes with a maximum penalty of a $5,000 fine or 3 years in jail. In May 2023, police set up a trap for a 56-year-old man who arranged a meeting with a 15-year-old boy. Unfortunately for him, the boy was actually an undercover police officer. The old man told him in detail about sexual acts he wanted to perform with the boy. The meeting was set, and the cops were there to meet the offender.
Hold this window up. Seatbelts off.
He saw my message to come in.
Moving around. He's grabbing something in the passenger seat.
Let me know if he goes to that door. I gotta duck down.
My door.
If he goes towards the other door, if he does that, there's potential he sees a squad car.
Getting out.
Why don't you ask him if he's...
Walking in. My door.
Just get him right away, Pete. Go.
Hey, how are ya? Put that down, please. Put that down, please. Turn around. Put your hands behind your back. Put this stuff down. Hands behind your back, please.
It's clear that the suspect, Jeffrey Suber, had no idea he was walking into a trap. He's caught completely off guard, but immediately complies, since any kind of resistance would make it more difficult for him. The police proceed to place the suspect under arrest. Will he say or do anything to make the situation worse?
Just relax.
131-195.
You're under arrest. Huh? You're under arrest.
Okay.
Can you let go of that, please?
Oh.
Anything on your person that's gonna poke me or stick me or anything like that?
Pardon me?
Any sharp objects on your person? Any weapons?
No.
Jackknife.
Oh. Jackknife, no problem.
Alright. Pull the squad out.
Yeah, the same thing.
Some other items found with the suspect were a prescription container of meth and a syringe with some fluid in it. Who knows what he wanted to inject the boy with? Anyway, there's little chance this predator is getting away.
Yeah, maybe I'm good now. We'll see. Back in action. Alright, sir. Let me walk out here, please. Over to this car.
I'm very claustrophobic. Can you put this in the car?
I can't. I can't. Seat, please.
Just drives me nuts.
Sure. I understand it's uncomfortable.
You can't
Come
put it in
off.
the front?
No, I can't.
How long are they going to be on?
Not long. You okay?
Yep.
There you go.
How do you do this?
Yep. Just lift that other leg up.
Oh, this is very claustrophobic.
Can you slide over a little bit more, please? We're not going far.
I mean, I ain't trying to make excuses. I know I'm guilty here, but I can't deal with this.
I understand. We're just going a few blocks. Okay?
Outside, the officers also confirmed that the suspect had some lubricant. The suspect is uncomfortable with handcuffs on, but I suspect he's going to be even less comfortable once he's in jail. They're preparing to take him to the station, and this is just the beginning of his journey.
What this is? Jungle Juice Solvent Cleaner.
So just to get a picture of it. Yeah, I'm guessing those are supposed to be beads. I just want to make sure there's no dope in here. These are lubed up or gel.
Hang on just a second. Walk this way in front of the car. Hold that right there for a moment. This way.
Now that they're at the police station, the evidence against the man is a bit sickening. They found all types of adult toys in his car, meant for the bedroom. He even has Jungle Juice solvent cleaner, which is also known as poppers. Let's just say it's supposed to relax certain areas below the belt. I can't begin to fathom the depravity he had in store for his would-be victim.
Stand over here, please.
Stand?
Yep. Okay. I'm gonna take these handcuffs off you.
Oh.
They will be going back on. Okay, but they will be going back on. But for the time being, I'm gonna take them off.
Oh, jeez. Thank you.
You bet. Have a seat. I'm going to read you your constitutional rights. Okay, you're in custody or under arrest. If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you have the right to stop the questioning. Do you understand each of these rights that I've explained to you?
Yes.
So what does that have to do with the meth?
Like I said, I don't use this stuff. I'm gay. I'm significant other. And one thing led to the next, and just wanted to fool around with this person.
Who was that person? So let me just tell you right now that I know absolutely every single intimate detail of today's events.
Yeah, you probably do according to the phone line.
Okay.
The phone texts.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've read every single one of them.
Yep.
100% familiar with what the intention was there. Okay.
Now that the questioning is starting, the suspect has to find a way around all the lies he has to tell to try to get him out of this situation. He remains calm, but you can almost feel his anxiety.
Yep. Sexual acts. Yep.
Yes, correct.
Okay. I'm curious. One, is this the first time that you've done something like this with a minor?
I never. Why it went this far, I have no idea. On the internet, what was it? Knew he was a minor.
I mean, you had intimate knowledge of what we call, which is insertion of methamphetamine via syringe.
I've heard of it. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And you described to him how it's done.
Yes.
Suggested it was a safer means of ingestion or use.
Yes.
Walk me through your knowledge base and how you know all that if you're not a user yourself.
Up to this point, the suspect has not only admitted to having conversations with what he thought was a 15-year-old boy, but he also admits to how he proposed the meth should have been taken as well. As with many of these cases, the man swears that it's his first time. The police question him about his meth dealer, and he gives him up. Then they come to the question of his phone.
I would like your consent to search the contents of your cellular phone and make a download a copy of your phone. With that, I'll be seizing your phone as evidence, but I would like consent to search it and download it. Would you consent to me searching your phone?
If I don't.
Then I'm going to write a warrant for it. But if I go through it with your consent and
one way or another, you're going to get it, right?
I don't.
Be honest with me.
I won't speak for a judge, but I believe that there's sufficient probable cause to write a warrant to search your phone.
Go ahead and search it.
Okay, what's your passcode?
Once he's given consent for the phone search, there's no hiding what this guy had been up to. By now, of course, he's admitted to the case of seeking sexual intimacy with a minor. What we find out next about what he does for a living is also quite shocking.
What do you do for a living?
Semi-retired, drive school bus, and work at the maintenance. 10, 20, 30 hours a week. Not that much down there.
How long have you drove school bus for?
Oh, I did many 1,000 years ago, but then I went on the road in 5 years, 4 years, 5 years.
Current time you've been driving is about 5 years, but you did it prior to that.
I did it way back when my kids were young, yeah. Right now it's 4 or 5 years.
What do you think should happen to somebody in your shoes, Jeff?
Kicked in the...
Yep, he drove school buses for a living, and he also mentions his children. One can only imagine what type of punishment he would have demanded for someone like him if they'd approached his children with the same sick desires as his. I wonder if he's done anything like this before.
In the meantime, you're going to be transported up to Marathon County Jail under those 3 different charges that I told you.
You gotta put those cuffs back on.
Yes, sir.
You sure?
Yes, I do.
What do you think I'm gonna go?
I don't think you're going to go anywhere. It's our policy. When we transport, we have to.
Can you put them in the front?
I can't.
Why can't you?
Because it's against our agency policy.
Can I help you?
Yes, please. Wausau, 1 car or 1 mail. Okay, come on now. Thank you.
Although a thorough search of his phone did not reveal any further evidence of him having any more contacts with minors, they did find other disturbing images. They found multiple images of humans having intercourse with animals. Jeffrey Subber was charged with 3 felony counts of using a computer to facilitate a child sex crime, child enticement for attempting to provide drugs, and possession of methamphetamine. In the end, he was released on a $5,000 cash bond and has also moved to another state. A man was caught on surveillance camera attempting to lure and then drag a 16-year-old girl to his car after taking her phone. He scuffled with her while she desperately tried to hang on to a wire fence. When the man couldn't subdue her, he threw her phone at her. A witness was able to provide a description of the vehicle and the suspect, which led to the car being found by the police at a gas station a few hours later.
We gotta talk to you. You got an ID on you?
Yeah.
Alright. We'll talk to you in a second. Someone's gonna come and talk to you here and explain everything that's going on. You got an ID? Alright. You pull your ID out, my man?
Yeah, I did, sir.
Well, someone's gonna come talk to you.
I'm going to jail?
No.
Huh?
No.
Oh,
You'd be out of the car in handcuffs right now if you were, my man. Are you the owner of the car?
Yes, I am.
You got valid license and stuff?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Just relax, my man. It'll all be... We gotta talk to your passenger. Alright? It doesn't even involve you. So relax. Alright? Someone's gonna come up and talk to them.
With the suspect in the car, the police try not to spook him into driving away. At this point, the driver's worried, but they act like they're not after him. He does, however, match the kidnapper's description. While waiting for the officer who's going to question him, the officer on the scene is asking what seem like routine questions.
Your first name? What's your first name? De'Aaron?
Yeah.
De'Aaron Jackson?
I don't know what's going on. I honestly don't either. I would tell you.
Yeah. Yeah, they wanted us to stop the car so they could talk to. So relax. It's more of a... Not you. Alright? Alright. Here's the driver if you need any. I already got it written down and stuff.
What's up, man? Why don't we get him why don't we get them separated?
Hey, De'Aaron, you want to come back and sit in my car and he can talk to you in private?
I'm in trouble?
No. If you're, like I said, my man, if you're in trouble, we already grabbed you out of the car and your car's in park and everything?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll make sure you ain't got no guns on you. Can you face this way?
Officers remove the suspect from the car to speak to his passenger in private. This is also a way for them to get him to a place where he can be detained. After that, they made sure the driver had no guns on him.
He's the detective and he's the sergeant, so he'll be able to answer any questions you got, okay?
I'll get my keys out my car.
Your car's fine, man. Ain't no
I'm aware.
Yeah. Just relax. He'll talk to you. I think she's playing some game or something on people. And it'll seem like your passenger. You know him that well?
Yeah, that's my friend.
He wants to talk to her. Is it her or him? What is it? Will she identify as her? Okay. And I'm not trying to be rude or insensitive. I just didn't know which way to go with it. And there's no easy way to talk about it. Just have a seat and he'll come talk to you. He wants to talk to her. Something's going on with her.
Yeah, I gotta do all this?
Yeah. Put your feet in. I'll roll the windows down. I'm gonna sit in the car with you and hang out. You want that out of your way?
Yeah.
Just slide that over there, man.
With the actual suspect now being detained and watched over by a deputy, the other officers can talk to his partner. While this is happening, the officer with the suspect has a casual conversation with him as the noose tightens. It's probably not too long now.
We have on him from this morning, after he left your house. You said between 6 and 6:30. He drove down Arlington to Neville, parked his car on Neville, walked up to the bus stop at the corner of Arlington and Neville. There was a 16-year-old girl that was standing there waiting for the bus to go to school. He kind of stood around, pretended like he was waiting for the bus for a couple minutes, and he grabbed her and tried to drag her back to his car. She grabbed onto the fence there, fought him off. And then when the bus started coming around, she started screaming, "Here comes the bus." He had her phone, he threw her phone at her, and took off running, got in his car and took off. What?
Either the news was a complete shock to the woman, or she just acted surprised, because that short moment of silence of hers was a bit suspicious. Still, nothing has been proven yet, and she may be innocent.
I don't know if he was going to sexually assault her, if he was going to... I don't know what his intentions were, but that's what he did. The whole thing's gone under. So, you tell me nature? I mean, is it something that...
Oh, I'm not too. I'm still filling them out, you know. But
Okay, so he didn't say about other than going to Minuteman. Did he say he went to Minuteman, or
he
he
didn't
said
say when he said he was going to go there. He didn't say he did. He just said he didn't want to go there.
In the end, she's not much help, either because she doesn't know anything or because she's lying to protect him. The whole incident was caught on surveillance camera, though.
I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just giving you a heads up that the best way to handle things at our age is to be honest. I mean, we're not 15-year-old kids where you try and lie our way out of it. With everything that can be recorded, in this world, man, there's cameras everywhere. So I ain't trying to bull. I'm just telling you. I'm sure you've been to court and you see how things go in court. If you're honest and cool and tell people you fuck whatever, it goes a lot easier. You know what I mean? Especially nowadays with the judges the way they are.
By now, it's obvious the man's in trouble. He has a conversation with his partner, and they exchange information, cash, and presumably a bank card. I think the officer's waiting for the detective to order the arrest of the kidnapping suspect. Let's see what happens.
Hey, don't act silly, my man. But how about here? I gotta put you in cuffs because when we go into county, you have to go in cuffs. So when you get out, just face that way. I'm not moving, but just face that way. And put your hands on your back, all right?
After being placed under arrest, the man faced abduction charges and received a 5-year sentence. The sentence was exacerbated by the fact that he was still on probation and had just gotten out of jail 4 days earlier. What do you think? Was a 5-year sentence enough? On November 3rd, 2023, officers in Florida responded to a complaint of an abduction attempt. According to the caller, a man and a woman in a white panel van approached a 9-year-old child and attempted to convince her to get in their vehicle. The girl's father was present and confronted the pair. The woman became angry, spitting at him and striking him. He then struck the woman in self-defense, and the instigating couple fled the scene. Soon afterwards, police were on the scene and approached a bystander who witnessed the event.
What happened?
I have the officer right in front of me, ma'am.
Tell me.
They're saying it's fuck y'all first.
This is white van right here?
So,
Brown
here. So I was driving right here. One white big van stopped right here, and one homeless lady with another man is coming outside the van and tried to take the baby of the lady. He's the mother. And he tried to put the kid inside the van.
While the officer's interviewing the witness, a woman shows up, and it later becomes apparent that she's the mother. She starts to tell her side of the story, while the officers attempt to build a clear picture of the incident, the vehicle used, and the suspects.
Yes.
He what?
He uses his son.
He uses his son?
Yes, he has another son, and he uses his son.
You ever seen him before?
Yes, that's one of the vehicles right there. They used to live.
What do you mean? What vehicle?
This, I don't know what that is.
The purple one?
No, the silver car, where the purple car is.
Yeah, the Cadillac.
Yeah, that one.
What
That's
about
where they know. That's their vehicle. And they drive also a big white van. The guy is in a green shirt right now. They're obviously on drugs. This isn't the first time that I've had to sit here and tell them to leave my kids alone. My kids play here.
Who came out of the van and physically grabbed the kid?
No, tried to physically. The girl.
Which,
the girl.
Okay, that was inside the van. There was a male and a female occupying it.
Yes.
She pops out of the truck.
Yes.
Grabs your kid.
Tries to grab my
Tries to grab your kid.
I guess they didn't see that my kid's father. My kid's father was outside in his truck.
In order for the police to be sure they understand the situation correctly, they asked multiple questions. This protects them from misinterpreting the circumstances and failing to identify the appropriate suspects when the APB is issued. Unfortunately, the details were a bit vague.
He say literally, listen to me. I want to go to the gas station. I'm gonna put gas in my truck. I'm gonna come back to kill everybody in this house. They just come down. Said,
Is it a beat up van? Is it a new van?
No, it's an old van. It's old van. Maybe you can check the gas station in Tavi Street. You live inside the truck.
One second.
Listening to the eyewitnesses, it becomes apparent that the couple may have violent tendencies as well. Not only did the woman assault the father of the almost kidnapped children, but the van's driver promised to return and kill them all. Now the hunt for the perpetrator starts. However, the police pulled over the wrong vehicle a few times.
Show me your hands. Stay forward. Stay forward. Keep your hands up. Pass inside the vehicle. Exit.
Hands up.
Step back towards me.
Stand up. Stop, passenger. Passenger, stay.
Closer investigation would prove that this couple do not fit the description. They belong to a different race, the man is not wearing a green shirt, and the van doesn't look old and beat up as described by the witnesses. They soon move on to another vehicle.
Where are you coming from?
Work? Right over here on, I was just coming from the office.
The reason we pulled you over is because there was a description of a van like yours. I was trying to pick up two little kids.
Oh, no, I just left the office from getting my fish sandwich right here.
Do you care?
Oh, no.
Can you just open the door just so we can make sure there's no kids or anything? Sorry.
It's funny to say that, man. My kids, they call it the pet van because it's they're gonna laugh when they hear it.
Oh yeah, you're good.
This suspect is on his own, and he doesn't fit the description either. When he opens the van, there's no one in there, and there's no room for children whatsoever. The police are still not giving up. Luckily, they eventually found the right van.
Nope, stay there. Stay in the car. Get back in the car.
Where are they at?
I got hit on my lip.
All right. Driver, put your hands out the window. Just keep your hands out the window.
It's all good. Can you please listen?
Nope, I'm not going to listen right now. Drop your phone. Drop your phone.
Put it down. Put it down, please.
I will put it down for you.
Just
Drop your phone.
I'm going to go to my son.
That's your son?
Yeah, that's my son.
Good. All right, ready for him?
No, that's right.
All right, with one hand, open that door. Step out. Hold on, puppy. Turn towards the van. Turn towards the van.
The man and woman both fit the descriptions, and so does the van, which definitely has a beat-up look to it. Little do the cops know that these two are not going to comply that easily.
Do you have any other kids or no?
His father.
All right, get in. What's up, buddy? You all right?
I got the kid as well.
Keep your hands.
Actually, what's going on?
Yeah, we'll let you know in a minute.
Huh?
She got the injury match.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, buddy.
How's your day at work?
Wanna step out? Here.
Yeah, no.
Here, step out. I got you. Come here.
In the back of the van, the officers find someone who could possibly be one of the children of the kidnappers. Since the suspects come across as regular drug users, the kid may have been subjected to years of abuse, which means he may end up in foster care.
What's going on, man?
Just gonna call him.
When I call somebody for my son?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Just gonna call.
I'm getting that vape out of her hand.
Tell
What's up?
me where my son's gonna go, please.
Your son's not going anywhere right now. Give me your vape.
What? Hold on, please. I'm asking nicely.
Uh-huh.
My son's not going anywhere, but why am I on echo? Why am I being echo? I'm just asking.
So, we get a report
Okay.
of a suspicious van with someone matching your description, and I'm assuming that's your boyfriend or your
That's
husband.
My husband.
What happened? I'm not even gonna ask you that. So we get a report of someone trying to kidnap a child, okay? So, and you guys match the description to a T. All right, and that's all I can really tell you right now.
The female accomplice acted like she was surprised and shocked, but they do match the description perfectly. The cops, however, don't want to make false arrests, so they have another trick up their sleeves. But first, we hear from the male suspect.
Get over here right now, dog. I'll see you here.
All right, there's the. Can't use the phone right now.
Why?
Because you're being detained.
How am I being detained for what?
You're being detained because you fit the description.
That doesn't matter. That's against the law, bro. That's against the law. Y'all didn't even read me my rights. Y'all didn't tell me nothing.
What's your first name?
For what?
You match the description
Of
a
what?
crime, of a crime.
Of a crime? Somebody that hit my
baby mama in front of my son?
Baby, relax.
Hey, I'm answering. You need to answer my questions, all right?
C as in tomato.
Yeah.
A-I.
A-I.
A.
A.
N-A.
All right.
This looks nice.
You like it?
This is how it looks when you're in jail in the backseat of the cop car.
As mentioned earlier, the police have another trick. They get the mother we met at the beginning of this story to accompany them to where the accused couple are being detained. That way, she can identify them anonymously from the back of the squad car. In cases like this, sometimes witnesses are scared and they need to be reassured.
They're not going to see you. I'm not going to put the window up for you.
I see you.
So we'll drive by. They're going to hold the female up. And you're like, that's her. It's her. It's not. It's not.
Step out. I gotta check the pockets.
Now you want to check? You didn't even read me my rights. Now you want to turn on your camera or check me now?
My camera's
the
on.
camera's been on. The camera's been on. Y'all violated my rights, bro.
My camera's literally inside.
Y'all violated my rights, bro. You got kids? You got kids? Do you have kids? Okay.
Let's go. Got things to do, people to see.
You know what I do for a living? Fucking supervisor, bro.
Without the suspect realizing it, the squad car that stopped and then drove off had the mother inside. After making a positive ID, the car drives off, and the male suspect is none the wiser. Now the police have eyewitness confirmation of the mother of the kids as well, and they're certain they have the right suspects.
Hey, calm. Let's chill.
Charlie, can I do something left?
Can I have a supervisor here? Like now? Yo!
With the suspects now under arrest, the police prepare to take them downtown for processing. The man, however, is still belligerent, but it seems like he doesn't want to push them so far or provoke the officers. After this, several officers return to the family to give them an update on what occurred.
They already had told me a month ago my daughter felt uncomfortable. That lady was trying to talk to her and
Yeah.
But when she drove off, the lady comes out and starts, "You mother, dude, don't worry, I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna get her, I'm gonna get her."
To you?
No, just out loud.
Oh.
So I'm right here and I'm like, what's going on? Are you all right? And she just started going off, going crazy. And then she came running and just ran up to me. And I told her, yo, back up. And she just kept coming back. To the point that I wanted to hit her, but I didn't. I grabbed dirt. I was gonna throw dirt at her.
Right.
But she swung at me and then spit at me. And as a reaction, I hit her in the mouth.
Okay.
That was a reaction.
Okay. So right now, when I I talked to your daughter's saying that the lady was like, come here.
Thanks to quick police work, 2 dangerous individuals were removed from the streets quickly. Both of the suspects were charged with luring or enticing a child and causing a child to become delinquent. Now, I'm not the judge, but I think if they're found guilty, they're going to spend some time in jail. Child predators are a part of our society, and unfortunately, they do unimaginable things to the children they prey on. It's important to keep our eyes open to spot unsafe environments and to keep the police informed about any suspicious activity. This becomes even more important in an age where so many children are kidnapped and suffer some of the worst fates imaginable. Until next time, stay safe out there.